Hello, my cosmic friends. Welcome to my channel, Just K-Pop Tarot, where I talk just about K-pop. Okay. Recently, I did a reading on NewJeans about their whole situation. Go check it out if you haven't seen it. And it was requested that I do Heejin next. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I suggest you do your own research, honestly. I can give you the short version of it, the way I understand it. So like I said, do your own research and then come up with your own conclusions, okay? But basically, Heejin, she was the CEO of ADOR. ADOR is a company, a subsidiary of HYBE. So it was found out that Heejin was trying to take over ADOR and take NewJeans. So far, NewJeans is the only group under ADOR. And well, of course, HYBE stopped Heejin. They went to court. Somewhere along the way, Heejin resigned from ADOR. And then NewJeans said, we declare our contracts void, cancel with HYBE and ADOR. We're gonna be independent. They tried to debut it as NJC, but they were stopped. And the thing that comes up every time, there's a court date for NewJeans in ADOR to reach an agreement. Well, the one thing is that they want Heejin back as a CEO. So yeah, that's the short version. The best way I can explain it to you is a very complex situation. So like I said, do your own research and, draw your own conclusions from that. You can watch this first and then, understand more of the situation, or research first and then watch this. Okay. I like to start off my readings with their current energy. So I would take a look at Heejin's current energy and move on from there. I don't really have a specific question, so let's see what we can learn about Heejin, and yeah, let's just see, okay? If you have questions, I can make another video if you would like with just your questions, okay? We can do that too, if that is something you would like, okay? All right, here we go. Heejin, let's take a look at your current energy, ma'am. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Can you see that? Yes, you can. Okay. Okay, we have the dream. Very interesting. It looks like it was Heejin's dream to be a CEO of a company all along. It looks like that was a personal dream of hers, but I mean, in order to make a company, well, you need money, and that is the thing that she was lacking. Yeah, and we have compromise. So yes, this dream that she had to be a CEO, the owner of her own company, she lacked the funds. So, when HYBE hired her, well, obviously, they had to reach a compromise, right? The compromise in this case was making ADOR just for NewJeans, and she will be the CEO. When you make a compromise, well, there are things that you give up in order to get to one result, and the other person, the other party as well, right? They give their preposition, and eventually they give up some in order to reach an agreement. So she was willing to put up with that agreement as long as she was CEO of ADOR. So yeah, and obviously this happened in the past, but it looks like she has been reminiscing a lot about the past. Okay, we have morality. Okay, this whole thing about Heejin trying to take over ADOR at the time. Interesting. Okay, I see Heejin thinking, yes, part of this is immoral. I'm sorry if my words come out wrong. English is my second language, okay? Yes, this is immoral, not moral. But at the same time, I don't see what's wrong with it. So there was always this inner battle. Yes, a part of her knew it was wrong, but at the same time, there was a part of her that did not saw the wrong in it. And I just heard, I gotta do what I gotta do to get to the top. Interesting. Abundance. I see NewJeans with this one. Okay, so taking over ADOR. And of course, having NewJeans. She thought, okay, that is my ticket to officially be a CEO. When she left, when she resigned from ADOR as the CEO, she thought, okay, that's fine. I'm resigning. I'm going to take NewJeans and they are going to be my meal ticket. They are the ones that are going to bring me a lot of abundance. So a lot of riches. And I see investors. So whatever she was planning with investors, she thought, okay, the investors are going to be on my side if I bring NewJeans. The girls, they are, okay, this is going to sound very bad, but once again, this is Heejin's point of view. So the girls are brainwashed and brain dead enough where they trust me. I am their mother. This is coming out from Heejin. So she thought it was going to be easy, right? We have guidance. And in this card here, well, the spirit guide is the angel, right? And then there's this figure in the background being guided. So the angel is looking one way and the person that's supposed to receive guidance is looking the other way. So Heejin feels that the girls, they are more than willing to never listen to anybody else besides her. Once again, I hear they are, I hate saying this, but this is what I hear. And you're always free to not believe me. But what I hear is that they are brain dead enough to not listen to others. Just me. After all, they feel like I am their mother, therefore they will listen to me. Okay, we have celebration and harmony. Here with celebration and harmony, I see Heejin talking with the members of NewJeans. I even see them like, talking with them and holding their hands. Like, talking to the group, of course, but she's holding like the hands of whoever is in front of her. Sometimes it was Honey, sometimes it was Heron, sometimes it was Danielle. Or she would say, okay, you know what, all of you, come on, let's do a group hug. And she will be talking with them. And once again, just brainwashing them into going along with everything she's doing, that everything is going to be okay, to not fear. Yeah, and now that, the court stopped NewJeans from doing any sort of independent activity without ADOR's approval, I still see Heejin saying, you know what, girls, don't worry about it. You know what, this is a blessing in disguise, it's gonna be okay. So whatever the situation is, it looks like Heejin is able to twist it up, make it look like a positive thing, and to calm down the girls, that everything is gonna be okay, to not worry about it. And I keep seeing Heejin saying, I am your mother, I'm not gonna lead you in the wrong way, I'm not gonna let you stray away from, from the good things in here. Now with NewJeans, she's like that, right? Calm, collected, but behind the scenes, it also looks like Heejin is beginning to doubt herself. Oh, and one thing I forgot to mention is that NewJeans trying to, end the contract with ADOR does one thing. And then there's Heejin still fighting with ADOR and HYBE separately. So Heejin is starting to feel that she will lose that legal battle with ADOR and HYBE. I see Heejin biting her nails. I don't know if that's a habit of hers, but I see her looking worried, biting her nails. And it looks like, yeah, she's starting to feel that this might not work. And at the same time, she's telling herself, no, don't think that way, don't think that way. There has to be a way, there has to be a way for me to win. Okay. What else? This deck caught my attention. A hidden gift, sadness and ending a new beginning. Okay. Interesting. Okay, I don't know how many of you are familiar with Lord of the Rings. The first movie, The Fellowship of the Ring. There is a scene in which, basically in this movie, the Ring of Power is this ring that belonged to the Dark Lord, the bad guy in the movie. And this ring has the power to, when you put it on, basically you become evil. Okay, your deepest desires or whatever, every negative thing you have, it comes out. It is multiplied. And you will do anything to stay with the ring. Okay. There is a meeting, the whole group, everybody is discussing, okay, this is an evil ring, it must be destroyed. There is one character, his name is Boromir. Boromir, he's looking at the ring and he's already tempted by the ring, and he's saying, no guys, this is a gift, let's use the gift against the enemy, let's use it. So yeah, like I said, he's tempted, and you know what, I get this weird image with Heejin with a hidden gift. I am not a lawyer, I am not a psychologist, psychiatrist, an advisor of any kind. I am not. Or a mental health professional, but it looks like Heejin, she's not stable. Because, like I said, I do see moments in which she's worried she's going to lose. And then I see this, almost maniac look on her face that says, you know what, this is a gift. This whole situation, this is a gift. It's a gift for me. Yes, that's what it is. It is preparing me to be, okay, this may sound weird, but it is preparing me to be a better person. So that way, when I'm back in power, in my own company, not with ADOR anymore. Who cares about ADOR? Who cares about HYBE anymore? But when I'm in power doing my own thing, yeah, all of this is gonna help me so I can do better in that position. And I see this. Yeah, I don't like this. Oh my God, I don't like it. Like I said, it is a very maniac look that I see on her face. So, and like I said, you are always free to not believe me. You are always free to do that. You're always free to click away. That is your free will. That is why we have it. But yeah, I don't like that image. What else? Okay, we have Gaia. Wisdom, knowledge, spiritual understanding. Okay, I don't know if her old friend, the shaman that she had worked in the past, I don't know if they're still in contact. Okay, I don't know. And yeah, in case you didn't know, well, that's how Heejin chose the members of NewJeans, with her shaman friend. Every decision, she would go to the shaman, and the shaman would tell her, yes, do this, no, don't recruit that, get this person, get that, get this. I don't know if she's still in contact with her friend, because I see her going to other shamans, like asking, what can I do? What is a spirit's will? What can I possibly do? Okay, we have apprehension. Moving out into the world, doubt and fear. Apprehension. These moments are very far and few in between, in which I see, like, okay, the figure here is on the floor and it's tired, right? Literally tired. not moving from there. There are moments, and there are few, but there are moments in which Heejin feels like that. She's just tired, she's exhausted of everything. There are moments she wants to give up, but at the same time she's saying, no, I cannot give up. I have to finish this. I started it, I have to finish it. There are few moments, like 0.1% of the time, those 0.1%. I also see her saying, you know what, God, whoever God is to her, let it be your will. But those are very few, far in between. And then she's back to her, I guess, maniac, because I see that maniac face again. And then she's back to that stage that, you know what, no, this is temporary, and all of this is a hidden gift. It is a gift that I'll be able to use, and then I'll be able to use this situation against other people that try to threaten me. And what she means by that is that, okay, well, remember when I got sued by HYBE, by ADOR, by everybody? Well, I won. So what can you possibly do to me that I cannot overcome? That sort of thing. Yeah. Yeah, we have Tree of Life. Interesting. And in the little descriptions here on the bottom, the word that catches my attention is creativity. So we have Tree of Life, fertility, creativity, destiny, magical blessings. I see creativity. and I'll explain in a second. Let me look at this card. We have Sacred Journey, life cycles, family transformation. Interesting. Okay. So with creativity, Heejin was a CEO, and she was pretty much a director too, about everything. Well, almost everything. I don't know if she wrote music too. I don't think so, but you guys let me know. But from my understanding, Heejin, she created the whole aesthetic NewJeans has. The music videos and all of that. So Heejin is a very creative person, okay? She has worked with other groups before she worked with NewJeans. So she's thinking, you know what? Even if I lose NewJeans, it doesn't matter. I have a lot of creativity. A lot. So you know what, I can start off a whole new group of my own. That is totally fine, I can do that. And for the next card here, Sacred Journey, basically ignore the word sacred and just look at journey. Heejin is thinking, okay, you know what, even if I start from the bottom, I can transform my situation and I can make something better. I can make more than one group if I wanted to. And I see a boy group. So yeah, Heejin is thinking, you know what, even if I lost NewJeans, maybe that'll be a good thing, because the public pretty much, well, they don't trust NewJeans anymore. There are some that still do, right? There are some that do. But at the same time, Heejin is thinking, you know what? If nobody wants them, I can just throw them away and I can start all over again. Excuse me. And this deck is catching my attention, so let me see. What do you want to tell us about Heejin? Okay, that's interesting. I don't know why, but I keep seeing 17. 17, that's a boy group. Under Pledis Entertainment, and Pledis Entertainment, they are also under the HYBE umbrella. So it looks like Heejin is thinking, you know what, if I don't get NewJeans, okay, I could come up with a boy group. And it looks like she's analyzing 17. 17, there are 13 members in this group. And from what I can see here, Heejin is thinking, okay, if I make a big group like that with more than 8 members, I could do a lot of subunits. I could separate them. I could bring them back together, and then, yeah. One thing that Heejin has done is, well, bring a lot of groups into this whole mess, right? Les Seraphim, Eyelid, BTS even at one point, and then yeah. And it looks like there are times she's using 17 as an inspiration. I feel like that one is very random, but I saw that, so I'm letting you know, okay? Make what you want out of that. we have the Seven of Cups, the Two of Wands, the Queen of Swords, Page of Swords, okay, and the Queen of Cups. Okay, Seven of Cups, it can be about opportunities, having options, picking, choosing. From what I am picking up here, it looks like Heejin is saying, you know what, there's plenty of fish in the sea. There's a lot of people that, you know, even with all the bad things that have come out throughout history about K-pop and how bad K-pop idols are treated and stuff like that, there's still those, and oh my gosh, okay, I'm sorry. I swear this is not me, this is Heejin. But I just heard there's always idiots. There will always be those idiots that will come up and just want to be idols. They know what they're getting themselves into. They know you know what they might face, but they'll still do it. So yeah, Heejin, during her, I don't even know what to call them anymore, her moments of delusion, I guess I could say, she's thinking, you know what, yeah, I may have had a bad reputation, but there will always be those idiots that will want to work. There will always be companies too that will like my work, whether it's in South Korea or around the world. Now, obviously, I am not involved in that universe of K-pop companies or companies around the world, but this is Heejin's delusional talking. There will always be a company that wants me. Yeah, the company might face some backlash, but they know that I can bring results, so she feels that any company would want her. And once again, there's those few moments in which she's sad, she's fearful, but then she's back to her moments of grandeur. I hope I said that word correctly. Yeah, complete opposite here, the Page of Swords. Sad, insecure, and then there's the Queen, regal, confident. So yeah, there's those few moments she feels that no, I am not gonna lose, I can't lose. And then there's those moments that, you know what, even if I lose, who cares? I can start all over again. Okay. Okay, this deck wants to come out. Let me get it. Some readers like to use one deck. I like to use several. Let's see, what else? Heejin. Okay, Five of Wands. King of Pentacles. The Nine of Wands. The Star card. And the Page of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, once again, there are moments that Heejin feels confident. There are those very few moments that she almost regrets it, almost. And then there's those moments she's justifying everything she has done. Now, this whole, you know, legal court battle with HYBE and ADOR, I do see it being dragged out a little more. However, in the end, I see Ban Si-hyuk here with the King of Pentacles. Ban Si-hyuk, he is the founder of HYBE, okay? So I see him winning. I see him winning. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to see when this might be over, but let's not be surprised if it goes over still until the next 2 years. I mean, Heejin is gonna try to drag it out as much as she can, right? But I don't see it passing 2029, okay? I don't see it passing 2029. It could be over before that, but yeah, this is still gonna be dragged out. However, at the end of the day, I do see Ban Si-hyuk happy, so I see him winning over Min Hee-jin. And we're not talking about NewJeans, but I do see him winning over NewJeans as well. Okay. Okay, interesting. And I just heard Min Hee-jin said, and that is all. And you know what? I literally see her like closing a door, slamming a door in my face. So you know what? Okay, Min Hee-jin, thank you. We got to take a look at your way of thinking here. Yeah, like I said, you guys are always free to not believe what I am saying. So let me know what you think in the comments below. And like I said, if you would like a video of just your questions about Min Hee-jin or even about NewJeans, that is totally fine. We can do that, okay? But that will be only your questions. Let me know if that is something you would like for me to do. If you made it this far, thank you. I really appreciate it. And you know what? I mean, Heejin, I also appreciate you. Thank you for letting us see your point of view, I guess I can say. Thank you. Best of luck to everybody. Yeah, I don't even know what to say anymore. So before I start rambling more, I'm gonna be quiet. I wish you guys a good night or a good day. And best of luck. Let me know what you think. Like and share the video so more people can see it. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.